Let's do lecture 16, if else. Here we have different logical operators: equal to b, not equal to b, less than equal to, greater than equal to. And apart from it, we'll be understanding the different types of if else, right? So why the indentation is important. So first, quickly make a Python file. Okay. So I'm just writing a simple if else program. Now if else is very clear. If else means if this is the statement, so if this statement is true, execute this part. If not, that is else, execute the other part, right? This is the main logic behind if else. Now if you could see, I have written if a is greater than b, and then in the next line I have put some indentation. This is the indentation. Okay, so if a is greater than b, then print high. Okay, if a is greater than b, that is, if this is true, then you will print high, and that has to be with the indentation. In other languages you put brackets, so that is not required. So the spacing is very much important. Now nothing has been printed, reason being there is no this statement was false, right? Now if I change b by a, it will print high, right? So this is the statement has become true, right? So b is greater than a, and this is true, and that's why it has printed high. Okay, now if I remove the indentation, you can see there's this error that has come, right? This error is basically that indentation is not there. It won't understand what is the problem. So in the if statement, you have to put indentation in the next line. Okay, now else means anything apart from b greater than a, anything. So we are not writing any statement, there's no requirement of statement. Anything apart from b greater than a is, let's say, print yes. Okay, so right now b is greater than a, so it will print obviously high. Now just change a to 15 and I'll run it. So it is printing yes. So it could be b equal to a or b lesser than a. So else means anything apart from whatever is written above. Okay, now there is this thing called elif. Okay, let's just write that first. I would request you to do all the programs that I am doing with me. Don't look at it, pause it, do it, redo it, and if you have doubt, just put it in the comment section. Now if I say a is lesser than b, which is a true statement, right? I am printing something. Okay, don't forget to put colon. Okay, after the if clause, don't forget to put colon. Now when I have certain more options apart from else, now I cannot use if again because if already used. So second is elif, else if. Okay, if else if a is equal to b, I'll write a and b are equal. So these are the two options, and the third one is else. Anything apart from it is the last statement. So elif gives me an option to have multiple if statements, right? It could be like you have to give remarks. Yeah, so if you can see a is lesser than b, so it is basically if you have to give remarks to a student and the variation is 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, right? So there you will be using if, elif and else. Okay, so elif cannot be used without an if, else cannot be used without an if. Okay. Okay. Let's understand there is something called shorthand. Okay, shorthand is basically when I wish to write everything in one line instead of multiple lines. Okay, in the same line where I'm writing the if statement, I am giving the instruction of what should be done. So suppose x is less than y, right? Here y is greater than x, same thing. Now I will be writing it in the so I haven't gone to the next step. I have just written it in the same line. So that's a shorthand. Let me just write it, I'll explain you. So basically, if I have to use the else statement, first I'll give the instruction that print this if x is less than y, else print y is smaller than I've written b, but it's like y is smaller than x. Okay, so yeah, so if you could see, this line is a shorthand. Shorthand means I am using only one line of code to write this. So first I'll give the instruction, then I'll tell instruction if this is else, print this. Okay, I'm just thinking of a nice option to go with it. This is something that we have done earlier. Okay, print 1 if the statement is true, else print if x is equal to y, then print this statement, else print 2. So instead of elif, we are here. So instead of elif, what we are using else and if together, right? Now this statement tells me print 1 if x is greater than y. That's one part. The second part is else print equal to if x is equal to y. This is the second part. And third part is else print 2, means if x is not greater than y and x is equal to y is not there, then the third part comes, right? So here we do not have elif. When I'm talking about shorthand, I do not have elif. So when the first one was executed, 1 was printed. Now x and y are equal, so equal is printed. Now y is greater than x, so 2 will be printed, right? This is one line of code. Okay, so now let's understand and or nested if and the past statements. Okay, so shorthand can be a little confusing, but all that you have to do is just do some trial and errors, take out many coding examples and try doing a shorthand, right? But a cleaner code would be, obviously I prefer doing the first one, but just for information, let's do the shorthand too. Now if I'm doing and statement, I am writing ABC and then A, if A is greater than B and A is greater than C, means A has to be greater than B and C both, only then I'll put true. So and is something that the both of the statements have to be true. The both statements have to be correct. only then and is accepted. That okay. Or means when either of the statements that are given are true, right? So if I write B is greater than A, which is obviously not true, or B is greater than C. Now B can be greater than either A or C, then I'll print true, right? So that is OR statement, right? So this has given me OR. Okay, so AND and OR difference is very much clear. You can try more of examples with AND and OR, and I would suggest you can do with this what I could say, maybe some numbers. You can play with some numbers, result or something like this, right? So now let's do this. Here we are talking about the nested if else loop. So nested means if else inside an if else, right? Now I'm saying that if C is less than B, okay, I'll be printing above 50, and then I'll check if C is less than A, and I will write lesser than A. So first it will check 36, then move to 37 and check whether it is true or not, and then print me the value, right? Nested means loop inside a loop, right? So both the statements were true, it has printed both of it. But if either of the print statement is true, it will still go inside, check if it's not true, it will come out, right? So this is how nested loop works. A very simple example of nested loop for if else. Okay, and the last we'll be discussing pass statement. Pass statement is nothing when you don't have any statement but you want the code to not give you any error, then you use pass. Okay, it understands pass is a keyword that the system understands, and it will not generate any error. Okay, so if P is greater than Q, just write pass. Okay, so it doesn't generate any error. So if you have to give a situation but don't want anything to be executed, just use the pass statement. Pass keyword, sorry. Yeah. So print the statement. That's all from if else. It's a very long lesson. I would suggest please watch it and revise it. Okay, and please do like my channel, share it with your friends, subscribe it, and thank you so much for watching.